Chris here. A couple of months ago, I got a really cool email. It was a question. The question was something along the lines of the following. Dear Chris, I am relatively new to juggling and am wondering if you could suggest what you think are 3 essential tricks that all jugglers should know. And then, can you make a tutorial of them? I think that is an awesome question. I mean, a really, really cool question. Think about that. I mean, there are so many different ways of trying to nail down, out of the myriad number of tricks that are available, which 3 you would choose to tell somebody they should learn. So here's what I would like to say. I will offer my response, certainly, but I would also think it'd be awesome if all of you who are watching this video will put down in the comments section what 3 tricks you think everybody should know how to do for 3 balls. And you know what, even better, if you want to make a video tutorial of it, post it as a response to this one, that would be pretty darn sweet. So, I did some thinking and here's what I've come up with. Now these might be unusual, you might disagree, but here are the 3 that I think every juggler should know.
Half black, half white diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Alright, first off, I said that I think everybody should know the split finger pause. Yes, that's right. It's really not all that difficult, but I think pauses in general are awesome because they give an audience something else to look at when you're in the midst of all your juggling. This is the one that people just think is so awesome. It does have kind of a cool visual effect to it. So, if that is my first trick, here's how I recommend you get that trick done. Everybody just have a good time. This is not even a very difficult trick. All you're essentially going to do is hold one of the balls, and then the next one that would get thrown and normally caught in this hand, you'll instead catch on the back of your hand. I'm going to take my hand, turn it over, and then spread my index finger and middle finger apart. Then, out of a cascade, I send the other ball over, and I cushion its landing in the space created between those 2 fingers. So I'll do it a few times and slow it down for you. Of course, the key is not to throw it too high, and to also make sure that you do a little bit of cushioning so the thing doesn't just bounce off. Like so. Now, to amp up this trick and make it look really cool, once I've caught it in the split finger position, I'm now going to do the exchange. In order to do that, I'm essentially going to throw this top one a bit, release this lower one, and then I'm going to come around with my new empty hand, grab the one on top, and race the other one that I've let go down so that I can catch it in my split fingers. So here we are. Again, I'll do it several times, and then I'll even slow it down. That's all there is to it. Trick number 1, done. Next up, the neck catch. Every juggler I know is familiar with the neck catch. And I think it's an essential one because you want to at least be able to claim that you can do a trick that everybody else can also do. It looks like this. Here is how you get this trick done.
Every day I'm shuffling.
First thing to realize, you don't actually catch the ball using your crunched up neck muscles or anything like that. Neck catch is probably kind of a misnomer. I'm going to juggle, and I'm going to take one of the balls, and I'm going to throw it mostly straight up in the air. Not over my head, but kind of straight up in the air. And I'm only going to throw it about 3 or 4 inches above the height of my head. As that ball goes up, I'm going to watch it, spot it till the very last second, then I'm going to duck down, and that ball is going to start coming down. That's when I'm going to kind of bend my back. I'm bending my spine towards the floor. I'm crunching up, lifting up my shoulder blades, and I'm lifting my head. And that combination of all those moves creates this little pocket for this ball to land in. So, I'll model it for you a few times and slow it down. See, I think that's a trick any self-respecting 3-ball juggler should definitely know how to do. Now, here's a cool trick you can do to kind of add to the neck catch. All you do, execute the neck catch, then you want to kind of lift up a little bit so that you create an inclined plane. Keep your back fairly level, and then slowly, as it rolls down, try to spot it by feel. And there you go. Third trick. This one, 2-in-1. This is just not a hard trick, also known as columns right here. I love this trick because if you learn the basics right here, you can create at least 4 other tricks out of this one basic pattern, if you want to call it a pattern. 2-in-1, here's all you do. Practice columns. I'm doing it in my right hand because I have a dominant right hand. I'm throwing the ball up on the outside, it stays on the outside. The one that's in the middle stays in the middle. And then I just add the left hand, timing it so that that ball in the left hand goes up at the same time as the ball on the outer side of the right hand. Voila! Alright, learn that basic trick. Nothing to it, but watch. If you take that idea and play around with it, you can create some other tricks. So here's a cool visual effect one. This is called the yo-yo. This is cheating. It's cheesy, but audiences love that one. The oi-oi, which is the upside-down yo-yo. Using your head. Okay, that's kind of lame, I agree. And then, of course, there's some fancy variations. That's called a factory, I believe. So, 2-in-1. Play around with it, and suddenly, just out of this, you got like at least 4 or 5 other tricks that you can create from such a very simple pattern. Alright folks, that's it. Those are my 3, what I would say are essential ones. There are a million others I would have loved to have chosen from, some of which I'm highlighting over here on the side as they are whipping by. Your job. Think about what you would say are the 3 tricks that everybody who can juggle 3 balls must know. Post your comments down below, and thanks for the question.
Shake that.